Gemini, welcome back to Medicine Tarot. I hope you guys are well. I am back. I was gone, transitioning in my own life into new energies. Sorry. Enough about me. Let's get started with your reading. I'm available for privates. My coaching sessions are back on track. We are doing it. You guys, Gemini, interesting energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, of course, Star in reverse, Queen of Wands. Good. You're showing up super beautiful and strong right off the bat. This is, of course, mid-November into December. No, I don't believe that readings are timeless. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. You know how they say they're like, readings are timeless. No, because it picks up energy. Okay. Anyway. Okay. There's someone that you may have been stuck on. It may have been like a recent relationship, something along that line, but you see that it can't come to fruition, and you know that you're going to have to let it go or leave it behind. That's so general. And it really is general, because I'm picking up on this. It's almost like you are coaching yourself and you're saying, okay, Gemini, there's an aspect of this relationship, this decision that you have made that you keep looping in. It's not going to add up in the way that you initially had hoped. Actually, there is no hope, and it's time to close this chapter. So if that's what you're going through right now, you're right on time. Okay. Queen of Cups. The Spirit is urging you to get out of any kind of emotional state that is keeping you from closing the door or closing the chapter. Oof, this is going to make me emotional, because I can really feel, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, I'm really feeling there's a part of you that doesn't want to end this, or there's emotions tied up to it, right? You may consciously absolutely want to end it, but there's something about this structure of how this was. You could be leaving a job, even like, the last 10 years at this job, I actually had a good time, right? It could be like anything, a relationship, some kind of commitment and structure. You know it's time to move on. And that is what the bell rings, and you're like, okay, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. Okay. What they want you to know right now is that your stars are aligning for you to go where you need to be. So if this relates to a relationship that's still lingering in your body, they're saying, go on, get out there. I know, even if you don't feel like it right now, but they're saying your stars are aligning for you to go meet the person or go into an energy that is more favorable to you, because there's a level of healing too that will come in when that occurs. Surrender the habit of people pleasing, right? I'm getting a strong vibe that the person you're dealing with, it's almost like you have reached outside of your comfort zone to make this happen or make this work, something like that. Even if you're not actually talking to them, you're energetically like trying to figure out how to deal with it. And they're saying, surrender your addictions. There is a bit of an addictive quality to this thing that, this commitment or this connection that is creating more pain for you than necessary. Surrender your need to always be right. That means that you're like, but we could do it, but it could work. It could work if only I did this, and if only they did this, it could work. And so you have thought about this 500 ways, backwards and forwards. The universe is saying, it's fine. Keep doing that if that's what you want to do right now. But we're telling you that it's time to move on. And it's time to close this chapter so that a new chapter can open up for you, God. I'm sorry, babe. I think someone did something, or someone thought about doing something, right? To make this, the disappointment go away. Someone tried to do something. What's happening here? Okay. I'm getting a hardcore message here that the spirit is saying, okay, listen, it's not your fault. They're like, it's not just your fault that things didn't work out. Like you feel like you didn't win. Like you feel unsuccessful because this relationship wasn't successful. And you need to look in the mirror and say, hey, I love you. I know you feel unsuccessful because this relationship wasn't successful, but that's false thinking, and that's not the case. Relationships fall apart, and it doesn't mean that we are not successful or that we are wrong. Very strong. You can't keep walking down a path that doesn't have a path, because you're going to be working extra hard, right? So if you're in the middle of a forest and there's a path, and then you're like, no, I'm going to take this other way, and you're like walking through the woods, you're going to spend a lot of time hacking at things and just trying to survive, just trying to make it work. And they're saying, that's not a path. They're like, there's no path there. And you're gonna waste your self-love, self-confidence if you continue going down that path. There's more out there for you. It's like there's easier. I almost want to say like there's easier out there for you. I know you're in a bit of a reflective moment in time right now. I urge you that if you're really dealing with the difficulty of this breakup, or go see someone, talk to somebody. I'm available, but also there's other. I feel like you have ideas about this relationship from your perspective that aren't completely accurate to the reality of what happened. It's not just you. There's other aspects that you are unaware of. Okay? There's aspects that you're unaware of. And I just feel like they need to be framed in the correct way so that you can move forward less disappointed, less beaten down, honestly. You know? Because it would scare you into thinking like, oh no, not now, nothing's going to work out because this, right? Like negative thinking, it would solve a lot of these problems for you. So I do urge you to talk to someone. Okay. I'm really feeling this deck for you, okay? New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. Waves of prosperity, protection. You are protected, my darling. Playtime, exactly. So what you're dealing with in November and December, Gemini, what's coming up for you is you are, by the way, if this is not your reading, namaste, I will post more. But Spirit always tries to reach people who need to hear it the most, and it's a thing. Okay, anyway, what you need to be focused on for November and December in order for you to elevate your vibration, which is why we do this, is to have fun. Have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun. Is Gemini having a problem having fun? Are they? I'm sincerely asking because it is your way in and out of this moon energy, which is clouding your vision of your own life, your vision of your future, and the vision of what actually happened in this difficult relationship or this difficult breakup. There's a bit of a problem too with maybe finances. We're like, where's my money going to come from? Listen, if your finances are suffering a little bit right now, Spirit is saying it's due to the fact that you're not having fun. Sounds stupid, but one time I did a reading for a client, and what I saw was that the person that they were dating was literally blocking their money. And it's just such a weird thing to say to somebody, and I was thinking that I shouldn't say that to anyone, but long story short, it can happen. And a lot of the time when we are in a funk, the universe is like, honey, let's burn it. Let's burn it to the ground. Let's open up our horizons because there's so much more out there for you. Hermit energy, judgment, death. Yeah. They want you to get out there. They want you to go have fun because you need to shift out of hermit mode, basically, and shift out of trying to figure out why these certain negative emotions are occurring. They're like, no. There's nothing else for you to figure out. Now it's time to literally eradicate, transition, kill some of this, the cloudiness, and to say, okay, that's enough. I can figure it out later. Let's go on, get out there, and change. It's almost like form follows function, right? Sometimes I advise people to go inside, not sometimes, a lot of the time, I'm like, go inside, do a meditation, change it on the inside to see it on the outside. For you, Gemini, I'm saying, forget the inside, change it on the outside, and it will influence the perspective you have internally. Form out here follows the function of what your body is doing, because you need to go through this death. You need to let go of this pain. You need to let go of this the emotional blockage, even because it has the danger of blocking your money too, and we don't want that, do we? No, honey. Okay. Sorry. What is this? Someone told you that they didn't want something? What? It's like, all right, so either you reached out to someone or they reached out to you and they're like, listen, I don't want this, or something of that nature. But what Spirit is telling me, that person loves you still. Here we go. Saying that person still loves you. They're choosing not to connect with you, but you don't need to feel so negative. Like, that person loves you, like all the feelings you had for them, like they also had for you. Like, you don't need to make this so dark and deep and sad. Like, they may be like, no relationship, or I don't want to move forward, but it's like not as intense as you are making it, because they also loved you, and they're also like really hurt and stuff, and trying to figure out how to get over the disappointment. I just feel like they're afraid of being in a situation that is unfair, And that is the biggest reason for why they're choosing to disconnect. Because they're like, that wasn't fair. Something, they're like, that wasn't fair. And now it's time that they're having a hard time grappling with the fact that you cannot manifest this with them either. And yes, of course, there's a part of them that wants to have a relationship again, but they're like, it's not strong enough. Like, what you have been doing or what they have been doing hasn't been energetically strong enough to put it back together. And I'm sorry, but there's a part of me that wants to say, like, I don't know if the universe really wants this to come back together, because there's something out there that you will need to experience and they will need to experience that will create better, deeper, kinder, happier healing and prosperity for both of you separately. In the spiritual plane, we're all one. We're not separate. So please get out of the super funk if you've been experiencing it, and remember, this person does love you. This is not the time for you guys to be together. Get out there and change your vibe up, and lift yourself up, because there's so much amazing stuff still waiting for you. Your life is not over. Go and experience it. Let me know if you need any help with this. But something wasn't fair. And that's it. That's my story. Love is right around the corner, Gemini. I don't want you to, sun, moon, rising, if this resonates with you, it's right around the corner. And I just feel like there's offers that want to come in, and you might even be blocking those. So I love you, okay? I'm going to do an extended of this on the Patreon. I want to see exactly where they're at, exactly what your other person's feelings, ideas are, if we need any kind of, I don't know. The readings like always surprise me, so I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. I hope I see you over there. Link is below. Thank you for liking, subscribing. I am so grateful to you. Namaste.